During this video, I'm going to demonstrate using an iPad Pro with an iPencil and the app ProCreate. I have a split screen showing my Google Drive folder with some research. I've imported Croquis, a line drawing, and into one layer for developing the design. For this, you are welcome to trace a figure, but I encourage you to just use the architecture and the joints. Don't actually trace the figure. If I was doing this with paper and pencil, I would be on tracing paper using the figure underneath. This first step is really just quickly developing my overall design idea. I'm referring to some of the research to help get a sense of volume and scale, but this is a rough pencil sketch in proportion on the human figure. I'm not really worried about color yet, and I'm not really worried about overall detail. I want to get the style lines, I want to understand the proportion of the figure, I want to describe what is behind or in front of something as the various garments get layered. And if I was doing this for a whole show, I would actually bring the entire show up to this level of completion before this next step. So in ProCreate, I created a new layer and I lowered the opacity of that rough sketch. And now I'm doing a really tight line drawing. This is almost drafted. Now I can add color on another layer. First, I made a copy of the line drawing so that if I ever have to start over, then I can always just go back to that sort of protected layer, make a new copy, and start over. I'm just dragging and dropping color in and flooding areas with different colors. And once that base coat is done, then on a new layer, I create texture and depth and start adding highlight and shadow and refine the details. And it's very easy for this to get very fussy because you can zoom in. I kind of have a nervous tick of zooming in and zooming out and zooming in and zooming out. But you want to always zoom out so you get a sense of the big picture, what's the stage view, right? But then some nice detail so that the shop knows what to build. I don't want to lose track of how things are layered, like the shorts are casting a shadow on the tights and the boots are casting a shadow on the tights. Various drawing tools, digital drawing tools, have a variety of brushes and textures that you can experiment with. You can have fun with the background. I don't know what this is for, but you don't want the background to be too noisy. It should still be the background. The last thing I'll do here, after I drop in some cast shadows and really make sure the highlights of the edges are really visible, is really, clean up the contour, make sure the style lines are clear. Then I'm going to import some swatches and clean those up. And then I'll add a label. Meet Pachydermia.